Hi, Planner Peeps. This is Ashley at Ashley's Way with Words, and I am back with another video. And in today's subject matter will be, how do I study for a certification? So what you're looking at is my Jane's Agenda. I think this is classic size. Yes, this is classic size planner cover. It is a vegan leather in the color, I think it's called almost gray or barely gray or something with gray. I am not sure how it is coming through on the video. Oh, allegedly gray. That's what it is. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started because it's pretty detailed what I have in here. And I want to keep this particular video to a minimum. So opening up, you see here, what's interesting is that there's a lot of stuff going on in the pockets compared to how I normally have things stylized, and even the planner cover. So I'll just get started and go over where I obtain certain things and then get into the contents of the planner, which that's why I'm making this video. So anyway, right here, what you see is a vinyl decal from Lauren Phelps Designs. I don't want to take it off the paper clip because I've figured out how to arrange it just so. And then what this little square piece right here is, what is it called? Scrapbook paper. And this is a sticker that I think it came from Plum Soul Studio. I want to say it's a sticker image from there. I've seen this image in a couple different locations, but I believe I got mine from Plum Soul Studio. And then this little clip, I am pretty sure I got it from, I don't remember where I got it from, but I know this style clip you can find on Amazon in probably a quantity of 100. So I won't go through that. The items behind it are these, and this may have a glare, or maybe not because I didn't take the film off. These are, I'm going to call them key cards from Poi and Hun. I bought these because I did want to incorporate it and figure out how to use it. The way that one could probably use it is to assign colors for each of these items here and then have it as a key saying, okay, when you see to do, it is this gray color. Important, it is pink, but I haven't incorporated it, and quite honestly, I don't think I need it for this planner. So I just have that there whenever I do find a need for it because I like the idea of it. Then in this pocket, I have a vellum envelope that I received from Cloth and Paper. So I am repurposing stuff. And in here are functional stickers that I use. I definitely use this to document study time. So these stickers came from Coral and Paper. It's the shop I found on Etsy. And these are her nano rounded square stickers in the color Mist. Then here I have stickers from Sweet Caress Designs. I will not go inside this little pocket because we have a lot to get through in terms of the contents of the planner, but you can see here, I've stored stickers from her shop, and that is Sweet Caress Designs. And then what you see here in this pocket is color options. I think this one came from Coral and Paper. And then the color palette for Sweet Caress Designs. And behind here is just a little bit of a, I think it's just like a thank you. Yeah, just a little thank you card. So nothing important there. But I just clipped it all together and I store all of this stuff in this pocket because I do use these stickers functionally. And then as a little source of motivation, I have my use, just so you know, you've got this from Lauren Phelps Designs, and a paper clip. This one probably came from Graceful Muse Papery because I know we got some as part of the Advent in 2025. Right here, only thing I'm going to pull out is, well, slightly pull out, is this string of stickers with the days of the week, the first letter. And mainly because I redated, I will show where I did that in the contents of my planner. And this is a sticker sheet from, or sticker sheets from Tyrian Design on Etsy. And then back here is just my, it's my script from my college, but I will not be pulling that out. Okay, moving on, what I have here is and I apologize if it is glare, but I'm going to turn it real quickly. This is a planner cover from Jane's Agenda. The detail on it is some gold speckles in the corners here and here. And then I never noticed it until just now, but it says dreams, goals, and plans, which is very fitting. I'm going to try to get through this fairly quickly because, again, this is a shiny object and it might be doing some glare. So this image is, let's see if I can make her really come through with something, with some white paper. One moment, I am looking for paper that I have not written on the back. I can't find anything, so what I will do is take it out temporarily and then, I don't know, let's see, it's not too bad. The glare is not too bad, but she is from Rose Shadow Collection, and from here you can tell it's a cutout. I didn't realize it, but it's a cutout, a silhouette of her. So she's really pretty. I thought she was really pretty. So I'm going to put this back. And then underneath her is I'm just messing up everything on my desk. Okay. It's a dashboard also from Rose Shadow Collection. A little bit of I don't know what she calls these, but it's not a clip, but it says expensive and difficult, and I like it because I kind of am heavy on the difficult. So this is your standard at a glance. This is from Cloth and Paper. So now I am about to get into, and actually I need to do like this temporarily because I had some information on the back I did not want to be shown. But this is my little makeshift dashboard to house more functional stickers. So I have some circles that I purchased from a shop on Etsy. I don't remember. I have some strips from Rose Colored Days that I use to emphasize certain things. This is good for if you're a reader as well. You can emphasize text in a book. And then behind it is just more stickers. So I have silver, gold, and rose gold. And I'm just keeping everything together with some washi tape that I had. And then I have another key from Poi and Hun, but I liked it. I just wanted to keep it here. So it's just there. And then some sticky notes with today. And then here are monthlies. This is my monthly set. And I put this in after the fact, after I figured out how I can actually use monthlies in here. So these are from Cloth and Paper, and it doesn't have the month associated with this particular thing. So that's actually kind of nice. I'm just realizing that. But what she did was pick out a quote or some quotes from a notable people, and then it's a topic. So what I did was I picked out the ones that was fitting for me constructing this whole entire planner agenda. Resilience, and it goes in tandem with James Baldwin. I won't go through each and every one, but what I wanted to show you is how I use my monthly. So this is my attempt to document where my focus would be for the studies. Let me back up because there's an elephant in the room. Don't pay these discs any mind. I quickly assembled this planner with what I had available to me with the sizing at the time. I know that this smoky looking blue does not go with the rest of it, but honestly, I don't care. This is more for functional. And then I didn't have enough, so I used my little gold speckled from, all of these are Happy Planner discs. Okay, it jumped out at me on this page. So this is how I was documenting which sections of the certification I was studying in July. Same thing in August. And you'll see I changed it up. I didn't like how it looked that first attempt at documenting that. So then I changed it up here. And then I think eventually I fell on this. I like the look of this. It's very simplistic, minimal, and get straight to the point of what I need to focus on for any given week. And obviously we are here now. So I have October, which my test is on October 17th. So hopefully I pass. So there are 3 parts. I passed the first part, haven't been able to pass the second part, and I am currently studying for the third part. So then moving on to, these are the last couple sections. They are specific information. So this dashboard is from Cloth and Paper again. I fell in love with this set. It's a set of 3, and I clipped the Rose Shadow collection. I'm going to call this a clip. Bougie, because that is a side of me. I am bougie. And right here, another little makeshift dashboard for me to house my sticky notes. So these 2 I got from Harriet Wright Designs years ago. This one is, I want to say, Lauren Phelps Designs. Poi and Hun. All these are Poi and Hun, 1, 2, 3, and then Cloth and Paper right here. So this is what I call my monthly overview, and all it is me tracking on a monthly. You know what? I forgot to show you all something. Let me finish monthly first. So this is me ticking off the days that I actually studied, and then I would list down here, okay, if I wanted to study for a certain amount of times per week. I don't think I didn't put it here. Did I meet that goal? So that's what that is. Let me go back because I forgot to showcase on the, here. So this is my year at a glance. I think I must have 2. I don't know. Let me bring it closer so you can see. But what I did with those nano rounded square stickers is documented which days I studied, so that way I can see it all on one sheet of paper when the year is over with. So that's what that is. Also, in the year at a glance is me documenting when I took the test. So that's represented by pencil. I have it in pencil just in case for whatever reason I have to cancel or reschedule or what have you. So that is that. Let me get back to, I was on monthly overview. Yeah, so that's what this is. And this is just moving more into current day. And let me get to the study view. So before I turn there, let's see, where do I want to go? Somewhere where it's not a whole lot going on. Or maybe I do need a whole lot going on. Okay, so I'll just land on this. So this is a good representation of me studying, documenting how I study on a weekly basis. So what I like to do is start off with the acronym for my exam, the parts that I'm studying for the week of, and then here I've redated because this is a Monday start. I am a Sunday start girl. And what I did was, over the course of time, I realized I wanted to document where I was studying and what may have been going on in the background. So that's what you'll see here represented in this top portion, what's in the background, where I was when I studied. Then down here is a tracker to document, okay, how long was my study session? Now, I don't always, obviously I didn't always jot that down here, but I use washi tape to represent the length of time that I studied. So on Friday, I studied for approximately 2 hours. And then here I will document what I studied or how I studied, and then where I was taking notes. So that's the detail that you will see there. And then moving on to this next section, I almost skipped it because I haven't used it in a while. This is the second dashboard in that set of 3 from Cloth and Paper that I really like. So, oh, maybe this is where I had those stickers. Nope, it's not. That's a side note. That's for me. So right here is my score tracker. I don't have any shame in my game. I don't care if people can see where I was scoring, because this is all a part of getting to know the material. So what I was doing is using stickers that I stored in here to highlight the start of the week. These letters mean something to me. The legend for the letters are over here. So I will know what A means. It means I studied section 1. I quizzed myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times for this particular week. I don't have it broken down to like which day. I may have done 3 quizzes in one day. I don't care. I just wanted to see the scores, somewhere to show the scores. And then I had another legend right here that I don't think I eventually kept up with. But this is a way for me to understand what's going on right here. So at the top, this is a very blank. Let's see. I do have some blank ones. So this insert came from Crafted Designs Co. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. And then obviously 12 columns for each section. So I felt like this was sufficient enough for me to repurpose or to use for my way of documenting things, my study sessions as it relates to quizzes, practice quizzes. So I need to bring it up to date some more. This is me incorporating more than one part. So over here, it was heavy emphasis on part 2. Then we moved into part 3, and there are a different number of subsections in each part. So I had to figure out a way to capture that on these pages. And in some cases, let me back up. So for part 2, there were 3 sections. So I could I can take quizzes for section 1, 2, and 3 by themselves, or I could do a combination of them. So whenever I have combo, it's when I did a combination of the 3 sections. Same concept for section 3, so that's what this 3 represents. It's me combining, I think there are 5 different sections in part 3. So when I quiz myself for all 5 sections for part 3, I can put down the score for that correlates to that. So that is my score tracker. And then the last section, which is the third dashboard in that set from Cloth and Paper, is my tables and content. I didn't mention it before, but these are Avery tabs that I got from Walmart, and this page finder is from Jane's Agenda. This was the way that I was documenting what the titles or the subject matter for each of the sections, but I ended up not needing it because I evolved to documenting it this way. So I have here study guide, table of contents, and the study guide is electronic. However, there are still page numbers on the pages in the images. So I like to document both just in case, I don't know, for whatever reason. So this Roman numeral number 1-6, which you probably can't see, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't mean anything. That's the page number that's embedded on the image on the electronic version. Or if you were to print it out, you would see Roman numeral 1-6. And I see 25 underneath it. I'm guessing that's page 25. Yeah, it would have to be, because the rest of these numbers that's after the slash, I'll go ahead and share it because I'm talking about stuff and it's probably not visible. This is the electronic page number, and then this is the Roman numeral page number. So the page number on the image versus the page number when you are clicking through as if it's a PDF document. So I documented it for each chapter, for each section within this part. So it's multi-tiered. As you can see, it's a lot of information. It's a whole ton of information. These inserts are from Crafted Designs Co. as well. I think I used all of them, but it was just a basic grid sheet where it has notes as the main title. Then I have a table of contents for the chapter summaries. So for each section, there are a multiple number of chapters. And I did the same thing. I documented the page number on the image and also the electronic page number. So that way it's easy for me to get to the spot electronically if I need to. And then we have, there are also reinforcement quizzes at the end of each of the chapters on the electronic study guide. So again, here is me documenting the page number if you were to print out the table of content, the study guide, the electronic page number, and then here in purple, just in case you can't see, here in purple is the electronic page number where you will find the answers to the quizzes. Easy, quick reference for me. All right. And then it's more of the same with part 3. So it follows the same concept, although it looks like I have this out of order. Yep. So first we should have the study guide, which is the table of contents. Then the summaries. So what are the most important objectives from that particular chapter / section? And then the reinforcement quizzes. So that is how I document when I study. Those are the ways in which I document it. And I did not mention, the tombow that I reached for, so I did record a video shortly before this one where I said there's a tombow that I like. It is this one. It's actually in 60. You can tell it gets a lot of love because it has rubbed off. So that is my favorite tombow. And then this is the Sharpie S Gel in 0.38. I don't like the way this writes. It feels scratchy. However, I like the look of it on these inserts. And I did not say this insert came from Poi and Hun. So this is really, really good for me. I really like this style. These are study inserts, by the way, specific to studying. So that is my planner. I do have 2 other notebooks or several notebooks that I do actually document and take notes in as part of my studying routine, but I feel like that would make this video way too long. But hopefully you were able to glean something, one of 2 things. One, you're just nosy enough to see how does someone study for a certification. I was intentional by not saying it or going into details about it. I mean, you could see it throughout the video where I had things documented like the acronym. Or if you are someone who is studying currently, you're getting some ideas in terms of how you can document your journey. One of the reasons why I wanted to start this study planner is because I wanted to see what works for me. And hopefully I will be able to find a pattern where I can be successful, because while I am on this current certification journey, I have a bigger one that I want to get under my belt once I pass this one. So, like I said, I hope you could find something that was either useful or it just satisfied your curiosity about how people use inserts, planners, stickers, washi tape, Tombow markers, highlighters, pens, and paper to document how one studies. So hope you enjoyed this video and you join me for the next one. Until then, take care.
Eyes bloodshot and I'm faded now. I try calling to persuade you how I'm a changed man with a new plan, making moves, making big moves like a